usisahau kusubscribe Hua TV.
Subscribe channel yetu ya Hua TV.
Tufuatilie kwenye YouTube channel yetu.
Ila usisahau subscribe sasa hivi ili upate vitu vizuri sana kutoka Hua Media.
Subscribe Hua TV.
Asante kwa kutazama Hua TV. Usisahau kusubscribe na kubofya kengele itakayotokea hapo chini, kucomment, kulike na kushare.
Welcome my student to the online lesson. Today we will have the geography from 4. We continue where we ended the last lesson. You will be with me, Mr. Angela Subisio, in the population distribution, the second subtopic of the topic human population. First of all, you need to understand the concept of population distribution. Population distribution, we say population distribution refer to the way people are spread out across the earth's surface. The way people are spread out across the earth's surface. That is how you can define population distribution. That is the first definition. Or in other words, you can say refer to the way people are spread out on the land. The way people are spread out on the land. Population distribution, we are talking about how people are spread out over the earth's surface, in the sense that we have some places that are having higher number of people compared to other, while some places over the earth's surface are having low number of people, and sometimes you can find that some places of the earth's surface have no population at all. That is what describes the concept of population distribution. And it's where we say population distribution is uneven over the earth's surface. Uneven in the sense that it is not equal. It varies from place to place, where some places is having the high population density, some is having the low population density, or some places there is no population at all. We have some factors that describe the population distribution as an even phenomenon, which is factors for, we call them factors influencing population distribution. Let us see the factors influencing population distribution. What can influence this variation? When we talk of population is uneven distributed over the earth's surface, we are talking about the variation in the number of people in different localities. Therefore, what are the factors that can influence that variation? The first factor is climate. Here at climate, we are looking on the factors like temperature, and also we are looking on the factors like rainfall. We'll compare the factors about temperature and rainfall. For example, in those areas where we can find or where we can experience the moderate temperature and the reliable rainfall, it is automatically that these places will experience higher number of people compared to places where maybe there is high temperature and also there is unreliable rainfall. Simply because those with the reliable rainfall and those with moderate temperature will attract many people to settle in those areas compared to where there is high temperature and also where there is no rainfall at all. Another factor is relief. The second factor, we are talking about relief, or we are talking about the topography. Relief or topography relief, we are talking about the up and down of the earth's surface, or sometimes we say the general appearance of the earth's surface, such as the high land, the low land, and the flat land. Therefore, when we talk of the population distribution, is always we experience or we expect places with flat or gentle slope will attract many people to settle or to establish their settlement in those areas compared to places with steep slope. Also, you can find relief also can affect the soil. For example, in the gentle sloping land or in the gentle sloping surface, the soil is good for agriculture compared to those places with steep slope where the soil is poor that cannot support agricultural settlement. And therefore, we say relief is also can influence this variation or can influence the population distribution in that way. Another factor we are talking about vegetation. Another factor we are talking about vegetation. Vegetation, or we say vegetation cover. The vegetation cover, here we compare the dense vegetative areas versus the less dense vegetative areas. The two places will experience variation in the number of population, as it is difficult to establish settlement in the areas where there is dense vegetation compared to areas where there is less dense vegetation. This also can be a driving factor that can influence population to vary from place to place, and therefore causing the population distribution of the Earth's surface to be uneven or to vary from place to place. Also, we have another factor which is in soil. Under the soil, we compare the areas with the fertile soil versus those with the infertile soil. As we know that fertile soil promote or accelerate the development of agricultural sector, which is one among the main economic activities to human being. Therefore, always we expect places with fertile soil to attract more people to settle so as to engage in various agricultural activities compared to places where there is infertile soil where people cannot conduct agricultural activities or the soil cannot support the agricultural activities. From there, we have another factor which is pest and disease. Pest and diseases. Here also we say pest and disease also places which are vulnerable to diseases and pests always will discourage people to establish their settlement, and therefore these places will have low population density compared to places that are free from pests and diseases. Therefore, we say places where there is outbreak of deadly diseases, there is low population as people may opt to migrate to alternative places that are free from diseases. Another factor is social cultural factor. Social cultural factor. Here we are talking about those who are preferring to the traditional way whereby some people prefer to live in the places where have been left by their ancestors. Also can lead to some places over the Earth's surface to experience high population compared to another places over the Earth's surface. Also we say under the social cultural factor, we are looking on the traditional beliefs. These traditional beliefs include the superstition, can make also people to avoid living in a certain area due to the fear of due to the fear of risking their life. All those we say are the socio-cultural factor that can affect or that can influence the population distribution. Also, another factor can be a political factor. Political factor. Under the political factor, we consider those places which are politically stable, versus those that are politically unstable. Politically stable, which means the political situation or the political condition of a place favor the peace and security of the place, and therefore people are free to live and conduct their activities without any fear, compared to places where we say there is where places are political unstable, which means those places where the political situation does not favor the peace and security of the place, and therefore will affect the day-to-day life of the people. People are living in fear, and therefore will force people to migrate from those places to go to places where there is places where they are politically stable. And therefore we say the political factor also can influence population distribution of the place. Also, we are talking about the social service availability, or the availability of social service. Social services like the health service, education, water supply, etc. All these also can influence the influx of people to one place to another, in the sense that those places where there is abundant health services, or where there is abundant social services like the health, education service and water supply, will have high number of people compared to where there is poor availability of social services. And these services may influence people to settle in a certain area very comfortable compared to areas that there is no those social services. Also, we have another factor which can drive the population distribution, that is mineral availability of mineral and energy resources. That is availability of minerals and the energy resources. These resources also can influence, also can attract people to settle in a certain area or not to settle in a certain area. For example, those places that is having the mining center, that is presence of minerals, those places with mining center will have a large number of people, or the population density will be higher compared to those maybe with the mineral resources. Also, the energy resources also can influence the number of people to settle in a certain area. For example, the land of South Africa and the southern part of West Africa, these are some of the places in Africa where there is high population as a result of mineral and energy resources. Therefore, these are the driving factor, or they are the key factors that influence population distribution of a place. For today, our lesson will end here. We will see you the next lesson, which is on the population, on the concept. We will proceed the next lesson on the concept of population change. Thank you for listening.